I wasn't recording! All right, guys, it is day 2. I am sitting right now on a really defined grass edge, a really defined grass point, and I'm working the edge of it, and there is hydrilla that is growing up from the bottom, and it tops out about 6 feet subsurface. So I'm throwing this depth 250, just super slow rolling it across the tops of the grass and the line. There's a really defined like shelf of grass. You can probably see it right in front of me, and it's getting the wind directly on it. Yesterday was a hard day for me. New lake, new features, cut and tied a million different times. Really had to sit and figure out what I wanted to do today, because my confidence was a little bit waning yesterday. So I have tied on the depth 250. I've got the mag slole, and I've got the mother tied on, and then I've got a rat just for the reason that it's a little bit breezy, maybe get a topwater bite here and there. But it's pretty chilly today, so I don't know if I'll end up throwing that. I've got the Hinkle shad and the box below me, along with the Roman Made Negotiator and the weedless Rago and the weedless Rago alpha trout. And we're going to tie those on a little bit if I don't get anything with the steps. I don't know if they're really moving too fast in this cooler water. The water's only like 62 today. Yesterday it was 65, so that's a pretty big drop. But it's still early in the day. Yesterday by end of day the water was in the high 65s, so that's a little bit more comfortable for them. Retrieve wise, I'm just real slow rolling the steps right in front of the grass line. Trick is throwing it right up against the front face of that wall of grass and not getting this depths hung up in the grass. Trebles in this heavy of grass are tricky, but you can kind of feel it softly load up, and then you just kind of give it a pop, and usually it 180s out. Ooh, I think I just ripped that right out of a fish's mouth. Gosh darn it. I wasn't recording! I gotta find my pliers. He's hooked in the side. Well, guys, I wasn't recording. I had just turned my GoPro off. Get out of the line there, big guy. Yeah, you're still young and dumb. Chill out. Well, oh, you're like 3.5, 4, maybe 4. Oh well. Well, there you go, guys. We finally got one. 2 days of running and gunning. Finally anchored myself and didn't go with the group, and I caught one. I wasn't recording on my GoPro, but there you go. First Bienville fish came on the Hinkle shad. I have been following the group around all day, kind of doing what everybody else is doing, trying to run and gun, check out different spots, and I finally set anchor between 2 points at sunset and held my ground and fished that Hinkle up and over some grass flats and some big grass patches. The grass is just subsurface in some spots by about 3 feet, and it's been a really long, hard day. But there we go, first Bienville fish. Now I know they get that Hinkle. Let's get them back in the water. All right, buddy. Thank you, sir. Yeah, that was almost like a rattle trap or chatterbait stuck in the grass bite. it got spongy and heavy real quick, and then I felt it just kind of whoosh out of it, and bam! So I'm throwing the Hinkle shad in Golden Shiner, and I'm throwing it on the 13 Fishing 8-foot 4 to 8 ounce Muse Black swim bait rod. I've got that paired with a Daiwa Alexa 300 HSL 7-1-1. I'm throwing Izerline Triple X 20 pound. It's co-poly, so you get a little bit of stretch, you get a little bit of invisibility, you get a lot of strength. It's a great line. I love it for all around fishing. If you don't want to have 6 different spools of line on your boat, then Izer Triple X is a great choice, and it's cheap. You can buy it online for from Tackle Warehouse. You can get it on Amazon. It ranges anywhere between 12 and, I don't know, 12 and 50 bucks depending on what spool you get. You can get a big giant spool for relatively cheap. You guys can't really tell because I have the brightness bumped up on the camera, but the sun is setting. We are all heading in for dinner now. That was the only fish. That was the only fish for me, just that one. Right now I will take what I can get because it has been a really hard 2 days. Happy to have the opportunity to come here though and fish this amazing place. It's pretty insane. Like, there are so many different waterways here. All the different lakes kind of snake in and out. There's a million different canals that you can fish in. There's any type of terrain you could want, any type of structure and cover. We're on a grass lake. Yesterday we were on a sand and featureless lake, and then tomorrow I'll probably be back here, and then I might try the lake behind the lodge, see what that has. So oh! Just lost my expensive glasses. I thought Costas were supposed to float. Oh, you guys, it's the last day, the last hour for me. I'm about to pack up my stuff and get on the road. Couldn't leave without throwing out a line real quick. This has been an insane weekend. I didn't film a whole bunch because a lot of it was pretty rough. It was a grind, that's for sure. Cold water, cold snaps at night. Yeah, fishing was hard. This place though, Bienville, there's so much water here. It is impossible to cover it all in 3 days or anything like that. You need weeks, months possibly to see all the little nooks and crannies here. If you Google Bass Heaven, this place is it. It's got literally every single type of water you could want. I threw the book at them. I threw literally everything and came up short. Not what I was going for, but I'm happy that I at least got a bite. I'm just glad I didn't zero. At least I got one decent fish. I learned a ton this weekend. What I learned this weekend is worth more than any fish catch, and met some new great friends. If you guys don't know Kayak Bassin TV, Chad is a legend in the kayak bass fishing scene. He is the godfather of kayak bass fishing. And if you don't know Gene Jensen and the Fluke Master channel and brand, then you're a little bit behind on YouTube. While they're not swimbait specific, they are still both incredible anglers and have a ton to offer to you guys that are still out there throwing regular gear every day. Some of the guys are going out for a last evening session like I said, I've got to get on the road. Thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry that I couldn't come up with a giant. This trip was the beginning of a new understanding of how to approach these bigger fish and what work you really need to put in. Really opened my eyes. Hey, babe.